Stumbling to Enlightenment. Say yes, and interesting stuff happens. Written by Richard Dance. Narrated by Richard Dance. Preface. In one of his classic essays, the philosopher Arthur Schopenhauer notes that when you reach a certain age and look back over your life, you become more aware of those random turning points when complete strangers entered the picture and unintentionally shifted your course direction. Oddly, these unexpected moments string together to form a coherent plot with a sort of order to it. Schopenhauer asked himself, who composed this plot? He then realized that just as unexpected strangers affected the course of your life, so too have you played serendipitous roles in the lives of others. It naturally follows that when you look at the whole story of humanity, there are countless plots all geared together like a symphony or a finely crafted Swiss watch, as if it were one story from one mind. Many people hold beliefs about what lies behind the story of their life, and indeed the collective story of the world, everything from physics to karma to God. Others believe it is random chance. I spent time in various camps mulling the question over and trying to get to an answer, but no one explanation was wholly satisfying. So I began searching for a new way to approach the question. Decades of academic exploration and real-world experimentation led me to some other possibilities about the meaning and purpose of life and my life, and yet they remain just that, possibilities. It eventually hit me that trying to determine why your life has turned out as it has never lands on a final answer. The harder you try, the more the answer hides itself. It's the same with deep space telescopes. The farther you peer into the cosmic void to pinpoint the Big Bang, the more the universe runs away from you. It won't do that if you don't chase it. Likewise, the deeper you peer into the subatomic world, the more you find that there are no ultimate particles of something called matter. Rather, everything is spinning energy patterns floating in space, and the empty space is infinitely larger than the energy it contains. It seems nature is always pulling the rug out from under us. Going through all these gyrations, I finally quit searching for the meaning of life and instead kept throwing myself into the game of life, resonating with the old Zen idea, don't think, act. And guess what? A meaning finally appeared. Maybe I'll share that later. But for now, as you listen to my story, I would simply urge you to consider Schopenhauer's idea as it relates to the twists and turns in your own life plot. Life is different for everyone, but we all develop patterns. One of my patterns is to go pretty deep into anything I'm caught by and stay on it for a decade or so. This applies to businesses I have created, romantic relationships, the academic world, the helping professions, and forays into the music industry. I do my best to commit to each adventure, learn from those who have gone before, try to make a worthwhile contribution to the field, and then make a hard turn into the next adventure. I used to judge this serial approach to life as an inability to commit to one thing, and with greenish envy I admired friends who devoted their entire lives to a single passion, such as medicine, the law, public service, or just raising a healthy family. But as I write this book in my late 60s, I realize how invaluable my schizophrenic approach turned out to be. In a very real way, it taught me the art of non-attachment. Put your absolute best into something for many years, give something back from what you have learned, and then completely let that whole thing go. This last bit turns out to be key. Validation for a worldview based on non-attachment was first demonstrated to me when I watched a dozen Tibetan Buddhist monks create a large, intricately designed sand painting over a tediously long 7 days. The project was laid out on the floor of a spacious open room, and spectators came every
Sample complete. Ready to continue?